Okay, as we've talked in previous episodes, basically the weather controls so much about trapping. Whether it's raining, whether it's cold, whether it's snowy, when front comes through, there's so many things that are going to affect your trap line. So one of the things that I want to talk about today was snow in particular. We just had a fresh front come through, dumped 5 to 6 inches of snow on the ground, and then right behind that was bitterly cold. -10, -11 at night. The highs during the day were like 10. So all this fresh snow got dumped, buried all of our sets. And then right behind that, super cold, which makes that little crusting on top of the snow. Could freeze up your traps depending on how you have it bedded, what kind of coverings you're using, and things of that nature. So what are you going to do? What are you going to do when you got all this new fresh snow? Well, what I normally do is I come out and I find my set. In this particular place, I've caught a couple coyotes here previously, so I know it's a good spot. You can see the wind is blowing like a drift over my set. So I come in here and I just take a little broom that I bring. And you can see that right there is my dirt hole. And I just ever so lightly kind of brush all this snow off of my set. And when you do that, you're going to uncover some of the dirt that you have down there. And then, let's be honest, this is a coyote. I mean, these sets are for coyotes. I've caught a couple coyotes here before. But any kind of canine, a fox, they're going to know too. Everything's going to know that you've been here. You're not going to be able to hide that. So instead of trying to make it blend in perfectly right, I just make it look like a bomb went off here. So just bust all this out. Kind of kick some of the snow, the dirt. There's some hay here where the farmer's been feeding us hay. Just bust all this out. And what that's going to do is that's going to add an extra added attractant to these coyotes, these canines. They're going to be bopping down through here looking for mice and rabbits and all this brush and all these deadfalls. And they're going to go, hey, what happened over there, basically? Because they're going to see all this disturbance, see this fresh dirt that's scattered around over there. Hey, what's going on over there? Something's been over there, hiding something, burying something. A mouse has been digging over there, something like that. So they're going to come running over here and just try to set and see what's happening. So then I try to basically get some of the snow out of my dirt hole. Again, that's for an added attraction. Get the rest of this dirt that's off of my set. The set actually looks pretty good. I've got a little bit of freeze-proof wax dirt on the top of this. Underneath that, I've got some peat moss and that I set in the bed. So overall, I think this trap will still work. Over the next few days, which is typical here in the Ozarks, it's been bitterly cold. We had a bunch of snow. It was -11 this morning when I went out to check the line. And by Saturday, today's Wednesday, by Saturday it's 55 degrees and sunny, which means all this is going to melt. You're going to have freeze thaw, freeze thaw, freeze thaw, freeze thaw, which is some of the hardest conditions to obviously trap in. So get this snow off of your set. It'll bring added attraction to these canines. Plus, it's going to help you with that freeze thaw, freeze thaw, freeze thaw, especially if you're using a little wax dirt, some peat moss on there. And then what I do is I kind of just back out of here. There's no reason to rebait or relure. The set's perfectly fine. It just had some snow on it. I just kind of back out of here, knock all my tracks out of the way, and then I move on down the line. And people are going to say, well, why are you knocking your tracks out of the way? Honestly, I don't even know that that's necessarily. Think about it. Does a coyote know my track from a cow track? There's all kinds of cattle in here. Does he know my track from an elk, a deer, a wild hog? Does he really know the difference? Maybe, probably, I don't know. But just because I like to do it, I'll go ahead and I brush all my tracks out of the way. Make it look more natural. Again, it adds more attraction to the area. Something's been here, messed it up. And now my set's ready to go. And hopefully I'm gonna catch myself a coyote here in the next day or so. Okay, so this is the exact spot that the other day we filmed showing you what to do after a snow. We brought our broom out, we broomed the snow away from our trap. We kind of made it, look like a bomb had went off here. We threw all the snow away from the trap, allow the trap to not be just stuck in the snow, so it would get melted in there as the freeze thaw starts to happen and basically get frozen. So that was day before yesterday, and now today we came out here and had this nice male coyote here in the trap. You can see that worked the trap pretty good, was caught in there pretty good, nice pad catch, dirt hole set.
Now it even is better now that this cow has been caught in here. So it all worked out well. So just pull that snow off of your trap, give it some great eye appeal, and you'll catch plenty of coyotes this way in the snow.